And we are live. Hello, everyone. Hello, Black Career Women's Network. Thank you for coming to our first virtual meet and greet. We are so excited to be here. We've been waiting for this for some time, so I hope that we'll have an opportunity to have our members talk and say hello and tell us where they're from. And we want to be able to get to everyone in the chat. So welcome. First of all, my name is Sherry Sims. I am the founder and the CEO of Black Career Women's Network, and I'm so excited. Yay! Welcome. I want to also first introduce some of our team members. But before I do that, I want to share what my mission has been for this network. This is a very exciting time for us. The network is growing tremendously fast, faster than I can probably keep up with it, so I'm trying. But I just want to share with everyone that the reason why I started this network was out of my own frustration of not being able to find a mentor for myself so I can move forward in my own career. And that's really how it started. So sharing a little bit of that information with you, knowing that we have this LinkedIn group with over 2,000 professional Black women in it, and then our own network, which has over 400 and steady growing. We're so glad that you are part of this motivating career empowerment movement that we're establishing, and we want to continue to see it grow, and we need you guys to help it to grow. Sharing a couple of things that we've got coming up. This is our first virtual event, so we have a lot more events that are coming up. They're going to be virtual, like our career conversations, which we'll get into a little bit later, and how we're going to get our members across the globe interacting about these career conversations. A couple of rules about tonight's greet. As you can see, there is a Q&A that we have up that's going to be on the right side of your screen. That's where you can list your questions and also introduce yourself. And we want to make sure that everyone gets heard, so we'll be going back and forth and reading those questions and then also giving the answers to that as well. And then later in the meet and greet, we're going to open it up for Q&A about what you might, and other things you might want to know about the network. So now I'm going to go ahead and have the team introduce themselves, and I'm going to have to say this before I go ahead and let it go to them. I could not do this without this team. There is no way that I could do it without these ladies. So I want them to know that I appreciate them very much. And without further ado, I want them to introduce themselves. Lakita Matthews and Monica McIntyre and Shanna Van Ness and Whitney White. Please give them a round of a hand clap, ladies, across the country. Yay! All right. We'll go ahead and start with Monica.
Well, hello, ladies. My name is Monica McIntyre. I am the National Network Leader for the Black Career Women's Network. I am so happy and excited to be here for our first Google Hangout. I got involved with this because I was having a problem at work and was talking to Sherry, and she was telling me about the network. And I got so excited, I just was bursting at the seam to do whatever I could to help her grow this network. So I'm just so happy to be here. I hope, ladies who are on the call, that you're also happy to be here and excited. We're wanting to do big things in 2014 and moving forward. So with that, and pretty much what my role is to help with the various locations start their chapter nationally. So with that, I am going to hand it over to Shauna, who is our New York City network team leader.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thanks, Monica. As Monica indicated, my name is Shanna Van Ness, and I am the New York City network leader for the Black Career Women's Network. Just to give you a little idea of how I became part of the network and actually New York City network leader is I met Sherry actually on Twitter, and we started to tweet each other back and forth, and then I began to follow the Black Career Women's Network. And I think what gelled for me is that I am also a member of a known nationally women's network. However, I don't find that the network fulfills my needs as a Black career woman. So a lot of the conversations and dialogue that exist or arise within the Black Career Women's Network, I find that I am surrounded by women who can, in fact, relate, support, engage, inspire, and encourage me to pursue my career paths. So, with that being said, I'm now going to pass it over to Makita.
All right. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I am also very, very, very excited about this Google Hangout. Like Shauna said, my name is Makita Matthews. I am the Working Girl Leader as well as the Columbus Network Leader here in Columbus, Ohio. A little bit about how I got involved. Um, I was on LinkedIn and I kept getting these messages and emails from the Black Women's Network, and I said, okay, who started this? I have to get involved. I have to meet this lady. So I linked up with Sherry as soon as I got back into Cincinnati, and we had a really, really, really great conversation, and I told her I would love to get involved, and it was just heaven since then. So now I'm here. Let's see, my role as the Working Girl Leader is to provide programs, to provide events for the Gen Y ladies, those who are in their 20s to 30s. Let's see, we have to help them achieve their success in anything in their career. So after me, I believe it's Whitney White, who is also on the Working Girl team. She's also the Black Women's Network social media manager.
Okay, thank you, Makita. Hi, everyone. My name is Whitney White. I'm the social media manager for the Black Career Women's Network. I initially became a part of the network kind of through word of mouth. I learned about Sherry through my employment. I actually work at a nonprofit here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I heard that she was someone that I definitely needed to meet. So I reached out to Sherry on LinkedIn and connected with her, and she invited me to a career conversation. And since then, I've just been enamored with this organization. The Black Career Women's Network is truly somewhere where you can grow, and it kind of shows you that you don't have to be alone in your career. As far as my role as a social media manager, I help Sherry come up with digital strategies to reach out to other Black career women who live in the United States or even across the world, actually, and just to kind of strategize to come up with content that they would be interested in that is career related, and to kind of help maintain and update our social media websites such as Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, almost anything that you can imagine. So right now what I'm going to do is to pass it back to Ms. Sims, and she's going to continue the conversation. Hello, ladies. All right. Okay. Welcome you all. We're glad to be here. I want to start off by saying that the main thing and the purpose of this is to support Black women in their careers. And how we do that is by sharing our experiences, learning and growing, but we also have the purpose of connecting women together. And that's the purpose of our local, building these local networks, and also establishing our online communities. Right now, we have about 28 online communities across the globe that include the U.S. and London and Toronto. So we're hoping that there's a nice mixture of women that are on the Hangout right now that we get to have an opportunity to speak with and see, learn where they are, what drew them to the network, and really hear from them in terms of, what do they hope to get out of being in the network. And then I still want them to be able to ask Monica, the network leader, just like Shanna and also Makita, and ask them some questions in reference to their local networks and what they would like to see happen from the local standpoint, and then also in their online community. So let's start to see who we have online. Oh wow, we have someone who says they're in New Jersey. And it looks like we also have one of our other leaders that are is actually in the network. Her name is Shelby Presley. And she actually works with us in terms of member liaison. So she does the welcome for the members as they come into the online community. And then we also have Cassandra Harlan. Cassandra, are you there? Type us a question if you're there. Okay, I see it there. We also have Nicole Franklin. She's also on the, she actually is in New York City, and she actually is in the Google Hangout as well. And then we also have one of our Cincinnati own, which is Denise Lackey from Cincinnati. She says, I'm glad to be here, ladies. No question about it. I will always be a part of BCWN. One of the things that I wanted to share with some of the women is that getting to know you guys is important, and how we want to make sure that we're staying engaged with you is through our Twitter, through our Facebook, through our LinkedIn, and sharing any kind of questions you may have, working with our mentors that we have also in the network, reaching out to them for any kind of challenges you may have in your career. They're there to give you that support that you may need to move forward and resolve the conflict, or maybe find out what you need to do next to take your career to the next level. We also have, let's see, we have a lady that's in here, and she is in Chicago. She said that she works as a librarian, and she recently joined the network because she was looking to shore up some leadership skills, and she's glad she found the organization. Welcome, Cassandra. We're glad you're here.
Hi.
Oh, good. Okay, look like Shanna's back. Hello, Shanna. We're glad you're back. Okay, let's hear from Shanna. Anything you want to share about kind of what your vision is for the New York network? What you want to share with some of the ladies?
Yes, I think one vision I have actually for the New York City network is to really begin to really grow the network, but to also move the conversation and dialogue from online to a bit of a more offline setting, to of course model the vision and purpose and goals of your vision, Sherry, with having
Okay.
that engaged dialogue through career conversations and also networking events. You know, I think here in New York City, we do appreciate and benefit from that face-to-face engagement. So, you know, again, a goal is to replicate and you know, build our network to a more engaged face-to-face circle.
All right. Okay, good. Monica, anything you want to share in terms of what you like to see in terms of a support from a support standpoint with supporting the networks as they grow?
Sure. Pretty much I'm here to help the next networks as they grow, kind of make sure that we have a cohesive operations, I guess, if you will, among all of the different cities, such as New York and Chicago, Florida, etc. So I'm here to kind of help you put together everything that's needed for your network, whether it's your bylaws, rules and regulations, and what have you. So I'm a resource as you're getting your network started, so that not only you have all the information that you need regarding the network, but as Sherry will speak of a little bit later, how we're going to also engage everyone nationally, like we're doing today with the video chat. We'll be doing that more, and Sherry will talk about that with regards to career conversations virtually.
All right. But before we talk about career conversations, Makita, anything you want to share in reference to Working Girl and also your vision for the Columbus, Ohio network?
Yeah, of course. So for me, for Working Girl as well as the network here in Columbus, my vision is to really cultivate my generation and the upcoming generation of Black career women to be a real force to be reckoned with, because we're so powerful and we're so ambitious and we're so great, and I just want everybody to see it, and I really want us to be great. So that's really my vision for the Working Girl as well as Columbus.
All right. So going back to what Monica stated in reference to the career conversations is something that we do locally. And we choose a topic every month, and we have pretty much a conversation around the specific topic, and we use it as a sounding board for women to where they can you know, voice their opinions or share what could, you know, challenges they may have at work, or even if achievements they've had. It's not all bad stuff. It's good stuff as well. But we want them to walk away feeling more empowered in how to go back to work and to develop themselves, but also to deal with any conflict they may be having, and then also develop the confidence they need to take their career to the next level. So now that our network is growing in the capacity of where we have this big, large virtual family, we want to make sure that we're feeding that. And that's where our virtual career conversations are coming in to take place. So we'll use the same conversations we're having in terms of a topic, and we'll put it online, and we'll open the dialogue up to discuss that specific topic via virtual through our Hangouts. Any questions about our career conversations? And we're always open to topics too, because we know that each city has kind of their own challenges in terms of how things go. So you can always send those requests in terms of topics for your city, or for an overall Google Hangout to info@bcwnetwork.com. All right. So in terms of the meet and greets, the one thing I want to be able to share with you all too is that, you know, as often as we get to do these, we're hoping at least maybe, you know, once a month or every other month, we want to be able to open it up to where we can find out how we can talk to the other women locally. So, you know, we're looking at some more women that are in the chat here. Where else is everybody coming from? Ladies, can you see the chats too?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right, Nicole is in New Jersey. Nicole, are you there? Looks like you got a question you're answering. Okay, can anybody see that? All right. Shelby's there. All right, Shelby says, yay, virtual career conversations. All right, it looks like someone has a technical question. It looks like, is it possible to have a pin notice placed somewhere as to the links and the URLs of all the BTN entities? Whitney, you want to answer that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. Possible to have a pin notice placed somewhere as to the links and URLs for all the BCWN entities. Who asked that question? Let's see. This from Nicole?
No.
Okay. That is a great question. I'll say this, if you're on Google Plus and if you subscribe to the event, they do send emails to let you know when certain events will happen, such as the Google Hangout. Another thing that we could actually do on Facebook, if you like our Facebook page, go to Black Career Women's Network, we definitely can pin the Hangouts, the more recent Hangouts, so that way it'll be at the top of the page and you can access it with more ease, if that answers your question.
All
right.
So Nicole posted again. I think I see the question. For instance, can we have coach and mentoring LinkedIn, the LinkedIn group page, the New York chapter page? There's a lot of places to look to get great information about Black Career Women's Network. But I think the question is raised to, can we do one-stop shopping? Is there one set maybe repository of where all of this information can be housed? And
Yeah.
I don't know if I got your question right, Nicole, but you can type back to us to let us know.
Yeah, Nicole, if we got that right, type back to us. But I think what she's saying is that if we have a one-stop shop, and really our one-stop shop is the website and also the Mighty Bell. Yeah. Those are the two places that we're really trying to make sure that we generate the traffic back to, so they can learn about what currently is going on in the network. We're using the other social networks to draw them in, but the main goal is to get everyone to actually, find their way back to the website and also to the Mighty Bell communities to find out what's going on within the local communities and then nationally as well. Question, Nicole? Okay, she said yes. She said thanks, Shanna, for interpreting.
Good.
Okay, good. Okay, I see Kayla McDonald is on. She actually is on the Hangout. Kayla, can you actually type to us and let us know where you are? Well, I think Cincinnati, Ohio. Yep, Cincinnati, Ohio. So she's a local. Well, welcome to the network. You can go ahead and type your question to us, and we will be more than happy to answer that. Any of the ladies in the network can. Okay. Yeah, she said she's in here. Yeah. All right. It looks like Shelby. Did you ask the question about the BCW page on LinkedIn? Did you answer that? Okay. Good. Okay. Let's see if there's another question here. All right. Guess she's got that on there. Consolidating info. We answered that question, and we answered this one. All right. Let's see if there's other questions here. All right. Yep. And for those of you who don't know, I may not have said it from the beginning, but we are located in Cincinnati, Ohio, is where our main hub is. Okay. Yes, Shelby. Whitney is a tech guru. You have to. Yes, you're right. Okay. So Cassandra says she's here. You guys have to excuse me. I have to get used to this chat room. It goes a little fast. Okay. All right. Any other questions I'm missing in here? All right. All right, Shelby, did you have a question for us? Okay, so Kayla comes back and she says, thank you. This is my first live hangout. When is the next local event? No questions. I'm just excited. Well, this is our first hangout. This is our first hangout too, Kayla. So just ride with us. Just ride with us, okay? Let me work out the kinks. Thank you, Shelby. This is the new deal. I'm trying something new. So yeah, thank you for the crew. Thank you for the compliment. Kayla, our next event, we actually are in a transition right now. We typically have a career conversation once a month, but we are planning a big event for August. So right now we do have a career conversation that's planned, but unfortunately, it may be pushed back due to a conflict of scheduling. But we definitely will let you know. We do have a career conversation that's coming up in June. I believe it's on June 21st. And the topic is going to be around managing your emotions in the workplace, which is a good topic because they always people always think we got the angry black woman syndrome going on in the workplace. So this is a good topic to talk about how to really manage those emotions and making sure that you understand what you hear, what's being communicated to you in the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As far as the dates are concerned for the career conversations, I see someone asked about the dates. You can, we post those on our website and also in the Mighty Bell. It goes back to Nicole's question in reference to a one-stop shop to receive all that information. You can always go to the website and to the Mighty Bell community to view our current events that are coming up. And we just don't post our events. We also post events from other, that are organizations that support black women as well, that could be across the country. So we also post their events as well for people who may want to attend in other cities. All right. All right. Ladies, free to jump in and answer a question when you see one. Okay. And we are, Nicole, are you still there? All right, sorry about that. I had technical difficulties. All right. Thank you for putting that link up, Whitney, in terms of accessing our events. Whitney put the link up in the chat with the bcwnetwork.com/events if you want to see more events coming up. All right. And it looks like any other questions here? Yeah. So how do you join? How do you join the network? Very easy, and it's free, right? So you go to bcwnetwork.com and click on Join the Network, and you'll fill out the information, which is just basic name and your email address and what city and state that you're in, so we'll know where you are, and that's how you can join the network. And then the second step to that is to go into our Mighty Bell community to select one of the cities to join, so you can go in and start introducing yourself to the other women that are in your specific community. The nice thing about the Mighty Bells, you don't have to stay in one city. So if you live in Atlanta, but you also want to be in the DC network, you can also join that. Maybe you want to be in Shannon's network as well as your own, and you kind of want to see what's going on in New York City, so you can also join her network as well and kind of be in the loop on what's going on in the different networks. And I mean, it's a good way that if you decide, if you're ever relocating and you're like, well, let me see what's going on in this network before I get there, it's a good way for you to start getting to know and connecting with women prior to getting there, to find out if you can connect with some people and get to know and help you kind of get around the city and get more comfortable with the transition as well. So Shelby also says, check us out on Twitter too. How can I forget Twitter? As much as I'm on Twitter, and that's how I met Shannon, was on Twitter. Forget that. So definitely check us out on Twitter as well, which is BCW Network is our handle. We also have mine, which is BCW Network CEO, and you can actually follow us on both. And that way you can stay on top of what's going on in the network as well there too. Whitney also did post a link to register. Same thing, just go to bcwnetwork.com, and then it has an action item to register. All right, the screen flashed to you. Do you have something you wanted to share?
Oh, do we have anybody from the Columbus Network on?
Anybody from Columbus? And I think we have Nicole, of course. Nicole, I think, is in either New Jersey or New York. New Jersey? Okay. And of course, we got the Cincinnati crew. Woo-hoo! She's popping it up there. Woo-hoo! All right. Okay, Shelby says she's an awesome topic. She's looking forward to the next one with the career conversation about managing your emotions in the workplace, because that is a big deal. I know I've had some moments where I just didn't think I was gonna make it because I want to choke somebody out to death. It can get bad, So learning how to deal with those emotions is huge, and I think that sometimes it's just really a growth process in some instances where you just need to learn how to not just manage the emotions, but develop critical thinking skills to be able to work through the issues too. All right. Okay, good. Well, I think that this hour went pretty fast. It's already time to wrap it up. Ladies, do you have any last words you want to share with the ladies that are on the viewers right now?
Well, I'm looking forward to the next virtual meet and greet, as well as looking forward to the virtual career conversation.
Yes. Monica?
Sure, yes, I would just like to thank everyone for participating on the call today. I'm just so excited with regards to upcoming events and things for the future. Any suggestions that you have, please feel free. As Sherry said, any suggestions on career conversations or things that you would like information on in the future regarding career challenges or growth or what have you, please let us know. But I'm just excited. I'm so glad. I think our first virtual event has gone fantastic. So thank you, ladies.
Okay, Makita?
All right, I would just like to thank everybody for being on this Google Hangout. I guess we can say hanging out with us. I guess that's a
That's
for
good.
today.
Yeah.
For hanging out with us. I'm really excited. I hope I get to meet a lot of you. Again, just contact us if you need anything, if you'd like any advice, or just want to.
All right. So again, guys, thank you guys for, all of you ladies who viewed in and chimed in on the chat. Thank you so much for our first Google Hangout. And our website. Well, we got a question. We got a last minute question. Okay. How do we post job notices to people in the network? Okay. Job notices, what you do is we have a section called jobs. You just click on that, and there's a section that says post jobs. And you go in and you create a user ID, and that's how you can go in and you can post jobs on the, on our website. And then there's a section, there's a job board that is posted on the home page where people can actually see the list of openings from different companies. And they're on their, we just had someone who posted a new position today, so we do get those on there quite often. Okay, so if that's all we have, I did share already, Shelby, about why I started the network in the beginning, so just wanted to be able to answer your question for that as well. So thank you, ladies, again. Visit the website, BCWN, bcwnetwork.com, and then we're looking forward to our virtual career conversation, which is going to be on the 21st, and we'll be talking about the spelling, the myths, related to Black women, which should be a really good topic. So we're hoping you all want to chime in. We're going to have a lot of chat and questions going on, I'm sure, for that one. So we're looking forward to a lot of good conversation with the next virtual event. But until then, thank you guys. And I just want to leave you with a couple of things. one, know your worth. two, discover your strengths and work on your purpose. Thank you guys. Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.